Twice, actually.
I had my headphones on. I wasn't listening to you.
I said, here we are, going up twice.
Hey, Ryan, what's up, man? War of the Roses, what do you think?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, no, I listened to War of the Roses one. That was one of the more anticlimactic ones that you guys have had in a while. But Sasha sounded more jealous than there actually being something like legitimate going on.
It's an interesting observation.
What do you mean anticlimactic? That he wasn't cheating? Not everybody cheats.
I can't really get past that part.
Well, no, but normally
This phone
there's
call's
a little
anticlimactic.
bit more drama. No, there's normally a little bit more drama. That seemed a little more cut and dry than.
I mean, we can't tell them. Can you guys have a little more problems in your relationship?
No, fair.
This
fair,
seems
fair.
Although,
anticlimactic.
Ryan, usually when we get the email with somebody asking, we can usually tell by the way the email's worded that it's going to be a hot mess. And this looked like one going in.
Yes.
Gonna need you guys to be more of a train wreck, please.
I'm so sorry, Ryan.
No,
that
I mean,
they
it
ended up
really
happy
just-
together.
But it sounded more like she was jealous than anything else, than there being an actual issue.
All right, brother. Thanks for listening. I really do appreciate it, man. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, of course.
My brother, bye.
You too.
If you missed War of the Roses, though, shortly we will have it up on our podcast channel and then on our Instagram. We can text it to your phone. But if you just, our podcast channel, by the way, is like easy access to all our stuff. So if you go to iHeart or Apple Podcasts, wherever you get podcast, and you search Jaj and Rich on demand, you can get all our shows, everything that happens on the air, and watch it on YouTube too. We got Demi Lovato tickets. We are going to play a game. We need a contestant. 877-937-1047. Call us right now. Demi Lovato tickets. And we got another pair tomorrow. While we wait for a contestant, you guys, earlier this morning we were playing a game about Florida, these stories about Florida, because Florida always happens crazy stuff. I'm going to tell you ahead of time because I don't want anyone to get shocked with a dog shock collar. The story I'm about to tell you right now is true. It happened in Florida yesterday. In Florida, a man on a motorcycle was arrested after leading police on a high-speed chase. He was clocked at 120 miles per hour on a motorcycle, and he was dressed as the Easter Bunny.
A little off season.
That's why I was just like, Florida, man. What the heck, right?
What? I mean, and how does he explain that?
Also, is it Florida man or is it Florida man?
Either one works.
The latter.
Interchangeable.
Florida man. While we wait for a contestant to play our game, I have another story for you. I got asked to be on I'm not going to give you the details of the magazine yet, to be on the cover of a magazine for dogs, a dog magazine, pretty big dog magazine. And they wanted to do a photo shoot and an interview. And they connected me with the photographer the other day. And so it was like I was coming home. It was after our little dinner we had, right? I called them after the dinner, so it was like at 8 o'clock at night. I thought, to me, that was late. I was like, that's late for me. And I was like, that's late for me. Maybe it's not late for them. So I called and got voicemail. I was like, hey, it's John Jay calling about the photo shoot for the magazine. We can talk tomorrow or call me back. And I get a text from that number and it says, John Jay? And I said, yeah, it's me. She goes, I can talk now. And I said, oh, okay. So I called her back. So now it is 8:05. And I'm all, hey, so when do you want to set up this photo shoot? And she says, the photographer says, you know what? I'm drinking some beers right now. I'm about 2 beers in. And when I drink beer, I don't like to talk business.
Fair enough.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, you told me you could talk right now.
Why did you text?
I'm like, all right,
Maybe she thought you just wanted to talk.
It's like, I'm like, all right, well, enjoy your night. So she goes, you can call me tomorrow. So I called her yesterday when I left the show. Totally different personality.
Really?
I was like, hey, so last night I go, are you hungover or something? She's like, no, I'm fine. Just had a few beers. I'm like, oh, okay. So we set up the photo shoot, but it was like weird, right?
That is a little odd.
I mean, you got to appreciate that because maybe there was something in the past where she had a couple beers, scheduled something, and then totally missed it because maybe she didn't remember.
Right.
I've talked to Nick over here after like 7 beers, and he's exactly the same.
Oh, yeah. Nick doesn't get affected. Hey, before we play the game, we got War of the Roses coming. Cynthia, what's your take on War of the Roses? Go ahead.
Hey, so I'm an adult, but I am a child of divorce, and I can appreciate her feelings. Like, I never want to disrespect somebody's feelings. However, I do agree that I think she is being immature. She should have had a conversation with them about it. But I would have done anything to have had my parents get along like those two get along and communicate between themselves and not use me as a pawn between them. It was so difficult. And even as a high schooler or an adult or any time in my life, my parents have never been able to speak to one another. And even as an adult, it's still difficult. It's still difficult to be together with them at family functions. So I appreciate what you're saying, Kyle, but you know what? No, he shouldn't be communicating between his daughter. He needs to communicate between him and his ex and keep it that way, because that's what's important for the kids growing up. Sorry, I feel a little emotional about it because I would have loved, I still to this day would have loved if my parents could have been mature enough to have conversations between themselves and not put me in the middle of it all the time. So I applaud him for doing what he's doing. I hope that if Sasha can understand and eventually let go of that, that's her insecurity and not his. She should be grateful that he's so mature and that he's so concerned about his daughter that he wants to have that kind of relationship with his ex.
I absolutely appreciate your opinion and where you're coming from. I totally get it because I also am a child of divorce and my parents did not like each other at all and did not really speak. So I kind of like I come from the same perspective, but I guess a different perspective as well. I don't necessarily think that I was saying they shouldn't be friends or amicable. I was just saying he needed to have a little more respect for his own relationship if he wanted to save it. If he didn't want to save it, then keep doing what he's doing.
I don't know. I still feel like he's doing the right thing and he's putting his daughter's needs before anything else because he'll always be a dad. He may not always be Sasha's girlfriend,
I think he probably
but he'll
will.
always be a dad. Yeah, at this point, no, he probably will.
Yeah.
But I just appreciate, I just appreciate the fact that he's respectful to the fact that they're going to have a relationship for the rest of their life because they're always going to have a daughter together. So the best way you can make that work is just to be amicable. And hopefully Sasha can understand that and appreciate that there will be times that they'll have to communicate a lot, but other times they'll probably be kind of radio silent. So, you know.
Thank you, Cynthia.
I just
Here,
wanted
here.
to share. Thank you. I appreciate
Here,
it.
here. Here, here. My mother-in-law always says, here, here.
Here.
Here, 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 here. And then when you say here, here, is it H-E-A-R or is it H-E-R-E? Here, here. What is here, here? Anyone know?
Well, it would be
Here.
like, I
don't
agree with
know.
you. So say we all. Like,
I
here.
would
Would be-
defer to Rich on this
I know
one.
what it
know.
means, but how do you spell
Like,
it?
that's too smart. That's above my.
I think it's
My brain
H-E-R thingy E.
H-E-R, her?
Apostrophe?
Thingy, yeah, apostrophe up top. That's the way I think I've seen
Isn't
it
that
spelled.
hear ye, hear ye?
No, there'd be a Y in there.
What if it's H-E-A-R-H-E-R-E? Like here.
You're here. Man.
Maybe it was.
We're doing
maybe
great.
it's H-E-A-R because they just shortened hear ye, hear ye. They didn't want to do the ye's. That's too long. Can you make it a little bit quicker? Okay, I'll just say here, here.
Hear ye is more about listening to Kanye's new music.
I
Hear
think
ye,
we-
hear ye, hear ye.
I think we're past it. I think we just say 100 after it now, right? When somebody says you just write 100, that's
you
kind of
guys
like the same thing.
Hear, 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 hear. April, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're going to play a game for some Demi Lovato tickets. What do you got, Nick? What are we playing?
Well, in the spirit of War of the Roses, guys, we're playing Children of Divorce. No, I'm kidding. No, we are playing your favorite Disney Channel stars. I'm going to play a clip. You have to tell me who said clip is as we are playing for Demi Lovato tickets. We're going to start with Yanye.
I use whatever spell the law allows. That is, of course, if I knew how.
That sounds like Miley Cyrus to me.
It sounds like Miley Cyrus. It does kind of sound like Miley Cyrus. It wasn't Miley Cyrus.
Don't be an idiot.
We were looking for Selena Gomez. Yeah, Selena Gomez.
That was a hard clip.
Yeah. From the Wizards
was
of
hard.
Waverly Place.
Where'd you pull? Like, what part of the theme song did you pull that from?
I pulled it from searching Selena Gomez Wizards of Waverly Place.
I just feel like that's like the most unrecognizable part of the theme song. I was just
Well,
curious.
I didn't want to include the guy in it, but anyway, we'll move on now to Rich.
Don't let nobody tell you your love is over. Be every color that you are.
Oh, man, that sounds like Hillary Duff, but it is not Hillary Duff.
Right.
It is that Allie and AJ?
We are looking for Allie, 1 point. AJ, 1 point. Rich on the board.
Dang.
Peyton.
Just take the other one, you nasty. Oh, you nasty. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You little nasty.
That's Raven Simone.
Raven
That's so Raven.
Simone. There we go. 1 point for Peyton. Move on now to Kyle.
Yay, me. Starring London. I'm back.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
She's on a TV show you're watching right now.
You may
Don't
actually
Or may have
have
finished
finished
it.
it. You
I'm
finished
watching
it.
right now.
You may have
Marco's got
finished
money
it.
troubles. I probably did finish it.
You
Not ringing a
definitely
bell.
finished it.
Not ringing.
It was just
a
renewed
bell.
for season 3.
Not ringing a bell. Hillary Duff.
Oh,
Basketball.
I got it.
I said Hillary Duff, and I'm not.
Hillary Duff. Hillary Duff's not correct. I'm sorry, Kyle.
That's why I said I know I'm wrong.
Isn't it Brenda's song?
It was, in fact, Brenda's
What
song.
show is she in?
Sweet
She was
Life
in
of Zach and Cody.
yeah. And she's in Breaking
London
Point.
Tipton's really
Breaking
great.
Point.
Really
Yeah.
Okay,
great.
And
that's
they
like 12
just signed-
shows ago.
They just announced that season 3. They picked up season 3.
Yay! I love that show.
Okay. Sorry, Kyle. We're going to give April that point, and now it is her turn.
Can't wait for the time to come and I'll be shining like the sun. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh gosh. Okay, these are hard. Somebody that sings.
Gosh is not right.
I know. Dove Cameron. I'm just guessing.
Dove Cameron is
Good guess.
it is a good guess. We were looking for Lizzie McGuire herself, Miss Hillary Duff. Okay. It's all right, April. You have a chance to redeem yourself in round 2. Rich has 2 points. Peyton has 1. April has 1. John Jay.
A dream like this, not something you wish for. A dream like this, not something you ask for. When it's a gift worth taking a chance for, then this is something you dance for.
Boy, that sounds familiar.
It should.
It should?
Yeah, it should.
Is it Demi Lovato?
It is not.
Don't be an idiot.
Go ahead, Peyton.
That's Zendaya and Bella Thorne.
Oh,
Zendaya is what we were looking for. I really thought you guessed Zendaya for every clue yesterday. All right. Anyway, John Jay, I'm sorry. Goose egg today. Rich.
Just got a little nervous. You're nervous. An 11-year-old is cutting my hair. Hey, you sounded just like me. Well, I'm supposed to, aren't I?
Well, she's got a little husky voice, and we are giving away Demi Lovato tickets. That's Demi Lovato.
Peyton.
Oh,
It's not Demi Lovato. Go ahead, Peyton.
Don't be an idiot.
Lindsay Lohan
Lindsay
from the Parent Trap.
Lohan. She's been smoking since she was 11 years old. Way to go, Peyton. It's your turn now, Peyton.
A dee-dee-dee-dee, a dee-dee-dee-dee, a diddly-dee-dee-dee.
That's Hannah Montana. That's
but
Miley
not
Cyrus.
today. Boom!
Miley Cyrus.
It is not Miley
What?
Cyrus. That's a.
Don't be an idiot.
That was a very confident answer for a wrong.
Who is that?
It was everybody in the room. 3, 2, 1. Sabrina Carpenter.
Demi Lovato.
Sabrina Carpenter.
I just forget she's a Disney girl. I know. Sorry.
I'm really challenging you guys in round 2. We'll move on now to Kyle.
Hi, I'm Jonas from Camp Rock 2, The Final Jam, and you're watching Disney Channel.
That's Joe Jonas. Or Kevin. That's Kevin, because it's the only clip you can find of Kevin.
You were looking for Kevin Jonas. Yes. Good job, Kyle. All right, 1 point. So, April, in your clip here, there's two actors, and it's 2 actors, actress, whatever. If you can get them both, you're going to win.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. But I'm gonna go. I'm thinking like Camp Rock, like
Okay.
Nick Jonas and Demi Lovato, maybe.
You got half of those right. Let's go with 1.5 points because it was A. Jonas. That's Joe Jonas and Demi Lovato.
Oh,
Come from behind victory for April with 2.5 points.
You get to see Demi Lovato. The It's Not That Deep tour, Desert Diamond Arena, May 19th. That's just right around the corner.
heck yeah!
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, awesome! Thank you so much, guys.
You got it. Hold on the line, and we'll do it again tomorrow. More Demi Lovato tickets tomorrow. Peyton, you said something that made me think about something because you said we're speaking of TV shows because you're doing the book club,
Yeah.
but you're reading a book from a TV show you already saw, right?
Yeah, I think
What's that
you guys
like?
watched it too. It's actually incredibly difficult. I'm reading the book His and Hers. Do you remember that show?
No.
It was on Netflix.
You didn't see
and
it, Rich.
It starred the actress from Creed. I can't remember her name right now to save my life. But basically, there's this couple that reunites, but she's this news anchor, and the ex-husband is the police officer, and they're trying to solve these murder crimes, but it's all starting to tie back to the both of them, and you don't really know who the murderer is.
Do you remember that, Kyle? It was like
Totally.
it was like a
Yeah,
month
I
ago.
do remember because you literally watch his story and then you watch her story of
Yeah.
the same story,
Yeah.
and then it's
Yeah.
like them discovering who
Because
actually did
this
it.
girl is murdered, and he's the cop investigating it, but he's
Yes.
also sleeping with her,
Yes.
the victim. Right? Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. So what? So,
So
you
that's
you
the
saw
book.
it.
I watched that show when it came out however many months ago on Netflix, and now it is a book that we are reading in our book club. And it is incredibly difficult to read this book because I remember bits and pieces of the show, and so I'm trying to place them into the book, and I'm almost getting ahead of myself. And then I'm confusing myself. And so I'm trying to speed read through this book because it's low-key miserable and
So
not
the,
enjoyable.
the point of you reading the book is to have a discussion with your friends.
Correct.
How many people in your book club?
There's like 10 of us, but about 6 of them don't read the books. They're just there for the vibes.
Okay, so when you do read the books, you all get together and you're going to talk about the story.
Yeah, we have like espresso teenies or we have brunch and we just talk. We all come up with questions that like spark during when we're reading it, and we'll take notes down and then we'll all discuss.
So
It's lovely.
So here's my solution. It takes me back to high school. I had to write a book report once on the book The Color Purple, and I didn't read the book. I went to the movie. And then my book report was pretty good until I started talking about Oprah. But since you saw the TV show, why don't you just recap the TV show in the book club meeting? And
Or
don't
watch
even-
the TV show again.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like fresh.
That's
You can be like, hey,
cheating.
man, when it's cheating when you're in school, when you're just with friends.
That's
Well,
what I
like,
would
okay,
do.
so I've like kind of really nerded out on my book club. I have these 2 apps that I track my reading on, and I feel like I got to be loyal to my book
Oh,
club.
okay.
I think
So,
that's
like, there's a-
admirable,
fair.
actually.
There's a movie out right now. I think it's #1 on Netflix. I forget. It's about an octopus.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Oh, I
my-
started to watch it.
My
It's
wife
actually
read
really
the
cute.
book and she goes, "Oh my god, it's a movie! You gotta watch this movie. You're gonna cry." I'm like, I'm not gonna. I don't want to watch a movie where I'm gonna cry. I mean, if I cry in the middle of a movie, okay, but I don't want to go into a movie knowing I'm gonna cry. Just like I don't want to go into the Michael Jackson movie because I know that Joe Jackson beats up Michael, and I don't want to go through. I don't want to sit through that.
It's rough to watch.
That's what I mean. I don't want to do that. So, like, by the way, is it a good movie?
Which one? The Remarkably one?
octopus one.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
Did you read the book?
No.
See, you should have done that one.
I don't know if I would want to do that because I actually read The Housemaid before the Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney movie came out. And when I watched the movie, I was like, this movie is nowhere near as good as the book. It's a very conflicting
right, so you read the book.
situation I'm in.
You read the book before you see the movie.
Yeah.
That's how you need to do it, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're watching the Octopus movie, Kyle?
Yeah, I just started it. I'm
And?
not too far in. It's okay so far.
Oh,
I
just-
think it's
But I'm not
sweet.
too far in.
like, do you
so
remember that
just
documentary
building.
on the octopus?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
cried in that.
Yeah.
When
It's
I
just-
first started watching it, I thought it was the documentary, and then I saw Sally Field, and I was like, "This is not a documentary."
My mom kept saying that because she kept walking in and she was like, that's Sally Fields. That's Sally Fields. And I asked her, I was like, who's Sally Fields? She was like, that's Sally Fields, and then left.
She's in Mrs.
So I don't know
Doubtfire.
who she is. I've
She's
never
a
seen that
massive.
movie.
She's won an Academy
Let me see.
Award.
Has
She's a
she?
massive.
She's in tons of movies.
I will
She plays
Google her.
Forrest Gump's mom. She plays. She's a bunch of movies. She was
Okay.
a smoking. She's just in a. She's
Thanks
a
for
ma-
putting
she's
me
a,
on game,
She's a
guys. I
very,
didn't know.
very, very successful actress.
You would say she was an A-lister back in the day.
Yeah. Hey, Hillary. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. I just wanted to share because Peyton's in a book club, and me and my work friends are in a book club also, air quotes. We call it book club in front of our other coworkers, but it's actually us catching up on our favorite trash TV shows and then
Awesome.
coming back together and talking about it.
I want to be in your book club. That's my kind of
I
book
thought it
club.
sounded more up your alley.
That is so funny. I love that.
I would love that.
I feel like my friends though would do our book club and then watch reality TV right after. Like Love Island season 8 is coming out next month, and we're all locked in for that too.
Yeah, but so what do you do when your coworkers ask you what book you're reading in your book club?
Good question.
We will tell them that it's something small that they're probably not interested in. It's like for young adults. And they're like, oh, okay, never mind.
I feel
You know
like
what
you
you
guys should
gotta
like plan a book title for the month,
Yes,
just in case to
yeah.
cover your bases.
What's the movie coming out? Everyone's
We
talking about
should.
the movie with Tom
Verity?
Holland and
Oh,
a
The
billion
Odyssey?
people. Yeah, the
Odyssey.
Odyssey. Just tell people you're reading that now, and then just watch the movie
Right.
because it's like a smart book.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of the first ever fantasy books ever.
And it's really long.
Oh, it's not a real.
isn't
It's
it?
not a true story.
It's
well,
like fan fiction.
it was
I don't know, I
written
didn't
like
read it.
700 years BC, and it's like a fantasy story.
Laptop. Thanks, Hillary.
It's
Thank
a really
you.
good idea for you, Kyle, though.
I know. I love that idea. Yeah, I'm a book club.
We started off talking about War of the Roses, and we'll end it talking about War of the Roses. There's a text here that says, the lady that just called in about War of the Roses who attacked Kyle needs therapy to remedy her childhood parental conflict issues. Right?
I didn't feel attacked. She was just
Well,
sharing
that's
her
her
opinion.
perception.